This is the standard. This is Stratford. Welcome back to the wheel.
Before we get into the tactical heights of the century, we need to address the elephant in the, or rather the kebab in the room. Credit to Ruben Amorim. He's the one who finally pulled the plug on the Turkish Doner Kebab Bayindir and brought in the Belgian wall Senne Lammens before Berada and the boys pulled the plug on his tenure. Amorim knew the house was flooding, he swapped the pump, but got evicted before he could dry the floors. But a keeper only saves you from a loss. A structure saves you the season. Today we are talking about why the 4-2-3-1 horizontal gridlock I mentioned is the ultimate Hurzeler killer. And stay tuned because I'm gonna show you exactly how we're gonna achieve that. Brighton doesn't play football. Brighton plays a psychological trap. They stand on the ball, they wait for you to jump, and the moment you do, snap. You're vertically stretched, and Mitoma is 1v1 with your fullback. In the 3-4-3, we were way too easy to bait. We were vertical. We were impatient. But Fletcher's 4-2-3-1 is built on restraint. We aren't here to win the ball in their box. We are here to delete the space in ours. So look at the screen. I've divided the pitch into 3 layers and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna implement the horizontal gridlock. And stay tuned because this isn't just a formation, it's a restraining order. Layer 1 is the restraint zone. Dalot, Yoro, Maguire, Shaw, or whoever our back four is, their job, don't move. In a high press, fullbacks are told to go. But in the gridlock, they stay. We keep a flat 4 to ensure that even if Brighton bypasses the midfield, they find a locked door. Alright? We aren't giving them the Amorim gaps. Alright? We are giving them a brick wall. Layer 2 is the no-fly zone. Alright? Ugarte and Mainoo, or whoever the double pivot is, this is the heart of the gridlock. They aren't box to box, they are side to side. What I mean by that is they move horizontally to block the passing lanes into the half spaces. And Brighton thrives on finding that number 10 in the pocket. Alright, that's their modus operandi. So we deny them that. With Ugarte and Mainoo occupying the same horizontal plane, the pocket doesn't exist. It's a dead zone. Layer 3 is the ghosting zone. This is where it gets wild. Cunha, Bruno and Dorgu. Most managers will tell their front line to hunt. Fletcher tells them to ghost. We don't press Dunk or Van Hecke. We don't press them. We stand in front of their passing lines. We stare at them and we haunt the space. Alright? We are ghosting the press. We are ghosting them. Refusing to be baited out and forcing Brighton to play. Cunha and Bruno will stay in that ghosting zone, cut out the passing lanes and be like, no bro, you're passing through us. That forces Brighton to play the hero balls that our shield, layer 2, can easily intercept. It turns Brighton's patience into frustration, and frustration leads to mistakes. Once the gridlock forces the mistake, we strike. Matthias Cunha drops deep to drag Van Hecke out of position. The moment that gap opens, Bruno Fernandes, the shadow striker, vacates the yellow zone and enters the shadow realm. He isn't playmaking, he is finishing. We are third in the league for XG after the Brighton game because we created quality chances. Not quantity, mind you, quality chances. With Lammens sweeping behind and the gridlock stifling the front, we finally have the floor to let our ceiling shine. Reddit said this is bollocks. I say it's geometry. If we stifle Brighton tomorrow, Bollocks Brigade owes Darren Fletcher an apology, don't you think? Go vote in the community poll. Are you a ghoster or a hunter? And as always, Like, share, or subscribe, or do all three. And drop your sharpest takes, your mistakes, everything in the comment box below. Here's Stretford Standard closing out. Glory, glory, Man United.